Hi, Anti-Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we're checking out a Laidback Camp episode 12, the last episode of season 1, which I know there are more seasons, and I shouldn't be like sad or nostalgic about this ending, but there's just something about coming to the end of a first season, right? The introduction to a series and a bunch of characters that just has like a certain place in my heart. So I'm looking forward to this, but also a little bit forlorn going into it. I'll have to check out the other seasons at some point soon as well, but I'm excited to see how we're going to end off this season with their little Christmassy celebration. If we can use the stove again, we need to be able to hope that Erin comes through and we can use it because we have a breakfast that needs to happen or Nadeshko will be very distraught. So high stakes going into this last episode, but I've just really enjoyed this series and it's just so cute getting to see the way that these characters have learned about each other and become friends and gotten to this point of enjoying this camping trip together. In 3, 2, 1, go. I wonder if I get the opener. I feel like probably not for time constraint reasons, but was that our grandpa? Are you coming to visit? Because Erin isn't here. Oh no! It's Erin. They're like grown up. Oh, puppy. Are we doing like a time skip? Do we take after teacher? Does it didn't have short hair? Oh my gosh. So many things happening that I'm just like are we getting like a flash forward or is this like a fantasy of what the future could be like? This is cute. Is this what it's gonna be going into the next season? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was like, this doesn't. Oh, no, this seems like a fantasy. But is it maybe a little hint of what it might be going into the other seasons? That it's gonna be them a little bit older? Not that they just go like running to give hugs. We're getting the opener though. One more time. I'm excited though of this idea of them being like a little bit older in like later seasons. Maybe like not as much because I'm like they were like after college. So I don't know if we'll have like that much of a time jump, but I guess probably next season will be like the next year, right? Like school year wise, like it'll be, I'm assuming winter camping the next year. I'm assuming the vibe is we go winter camping because there are less people around. Oh, now I know about the rocket powered tent. I know what that's from now. I also think it's cute though in the opener that Erin is like kind of floating through space and then Nadeshko's the one to like find her. I love their friendship. Oh, we don't get to keep the puppy? Yeah, I guess fair enough. But this is a make-believe world. I was assuming we would get to keep the puppy. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm like, when will that happen? I've never actually been winter camping, so it's different in Canada. I know about winter camping. I know people who have winter camped. I will not do it. Weren't they like... Yeah, I was like, were they siblings? Through a whole crisis. I mean, look, as someone who is like, gender, what's that? When it comes to being attracted to people, you can't tell me that a girl could be mistaken for a boy and expect me to be like normal about it. So you should have experience. There's a creature. I love that Odin has her own lore. I like how they're just like, we should definitely all have the same hairstyle. I love the commitment to the bit. It's a type of rin bun. They're so cute. It is never too early to go to bed. Maybe I'm just tired all the time. If the battery lasts. In the middle of nowhere outside. I mean, I guess that might add to the atmosphere if you're someone who likes scary films. Cute. My family also spends Christmas watching movies. Not Christmas movies, though, except Die Hard. which we do, in fact, classify as a Christmas film. It happens on Christmas, so. Is our supervisor asleep already? Why are y'all awkward? Aww. Don't get our hopes up. Feel like there's a little bit of meta commentary happening, given that this anime also has like real places in it. That was usually me too. Because I'd rather work New Year's than Christmas. So I always take the New Year's shift. I mean, UFO technically could be whatever's in the sky that is unidentified. I love the probably. I also love that Eden has this thing for like supernatural things and like creatures and all of that. I feel like that's a promise. Because I know there's another season. I also like that we get the smile from Eden when Nadeshiko can't see her. It's cute. This is a little more in the peaceful vein that the last episode was missing. Less of the chaotic energy. Oop, sorry. How are you? You're gonna have to start making breakfast. Oh, she's supposed to make breakfast. I was like, dang, we can't lure her out of sleep with food because she's in charge. Yeah, we're not there yet. Her heart's in the right place, though. Look how pretty the scenery is. I know it's literally art, but dang. This just reminds me of when I would go camping. Just like every episode, but there was something about waking up early in the morning during camping trips and being able to like wandering up to where breakfast is being made. Pretty. The lighting design throughout this whole series, gorgeous. Like whoever in the animation team was in charge of lighting, great job. Peaceful. Oh, I'm just thinking like the end of the season is like the final packing up all of the camp and stuff. Even though I know again more episodes, but still, the way that Eren was like off to the side, being like, "What are y'all doing?" The judgment. She's always so like sim waiting for instructions. Again, I say this as somebody who's introverted and a little bit awkward in most social situations because my battery just runs out. I had that yesterday. There was like a few moments where I caught myself like zoning out fully and I was like, "Oh, wait." Look. Adin is I am Adin. I was gonna say, is it friend? Sounds like friend. I was gonna say there probably isn't much to do. Except probably cramp from how now narrow it is. My brain glitched out. I love the going home club mood. Ugh. I'm so glad I never worked retail during the Christmas season. Stress me out. I was gonna say, you manifested it. Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna have to respond to the text with that. Cute. Oh, I love the way that they're like opposite, like facing opposite directions. She does not need convincing. She has snack money now. I mean, I know there's also camping gear, but like, we all know that most of the money that she's gonna make is gonna end up in her stomach. Ooh, we gonna get like a quite a end credit scene because there's quite a bit of time left. Puppy. It was sweet though. I wasn't expecting anything like big to happen in this episode. Again, minor inconveniences. But it was a nice little like end cap to it. More like subdued than the previous episode, going back to some of the vibes of the first episode. And less like foods and snacks to tempt me. Honestly. There wasn't a drawing on the chalkboard because we cleaned it. Ridiculous. I love that they put the little pirate outfit on. Still with the bunny ears. And that's the picture from the first episode, right? Like the little clip at the beginning. Full circle. Ooh. Are we getting like spring? It seems more like spring. Is this almost like a replay of the first episode when we had Rin on her scooter? Because it feels a bit like it. Are we camping on our own or are we meeting up with people? I'm a little bit worried to have Nadeshiko by herself, in all honesty. She worries me. This was very reminiscent of the opening scene with Adin in the first episode. If it's not like an exact copy, if it's like the same place. Look at that expert go, though. A few hiccups, but... Oh, we got the lamp! Look at us go. With that job. Cute. Cute. I'm assuming we're probably at the same one, though. Yep. Oh, look the way the little like her eyes, the little like highlights were like she's all like teary-eyed. That's so cute. I love their friendship. Aww. They're like adding the people in. Cute. cute. I loved that so much. I feel like my face hurts from smiling so much, but it was so cute getting to see them all together. Again, something a little more subdued than the previous episode that kind of harkens back to the first episode. And I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the first episode of the season, because I'm pretty sure that was like the whole, not entirely every scene that we had with Erin, because I feel like the opening scene with her was like a little bit more slowed down, but it was like a lot of the same beats of Nadeshiko going to the campsite and setting up and like signing in and all of that, which I really like. I like getting some of that parallel with the circular feeling to the season, except for obviously time has passed, but also showing that like Nadeshiko has grown so much from someone who didn't know anything about really camping and was a little bit of a disaster, a little bit at the beginning of falling asleep in a public area and then needing to be rescued a little bit, to this point where she's like setting up her tent by herself and setting up her little campsite with all of her little equipment and all of that, going into the later seasons, and then having Erin show up and being like, oh, we get to camp together, and it's a fun little surprise, like when they first met, where it was like they were supposed to be solo camping and then they ended up camping together instead. So just so cute. I can't wait to see what the next seasons are going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be like them a little bit older with the next one, but it was fun to see the little like flash forward of what it might be like, probably minus the rocket propelled tent, in what, 5 years or whatever. So seeing some of them like older and like different styles and all of that was really cute. So I hope that maybe we'll get to see some more of that, if only for like Nadeshiko's like musings of what the future holds for them. I thought it was really cool to have some of that in this episode as well, but I feel a little bit sad getting to the end. And again, I know there are more episodes, but still an ending nonetheless. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this place to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I watch Laid Back Camp, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.